Yeah, Richie Rich here, coming to you from Vietnam. Today I had a conversation with a relative back home in Canada. I usually talk in early mornings because I'm 12 hours ahead of them. 11, 12 hours depending on the daylight savings time. But anyway, so I always talk in my mornings, so it's their evenings over there. It's Eastern time zone. So what happened was I was having this conversation and came up with why maybe a certain relative was not talking with me. And I said, well, I reach out. A lot of people don't agree with what I'm doing. They think I should be back home in Canada and coddling certain people. I'm not going to get into any specifics on this video on who I'm supposed to be seeing, but if you've seen any of my previous videos, you probably can figure it out pretty easily. So anyway, I was having this conversation and this one person is quite upset with me. Apparently he hasn't told me this. So I'm thinking, well, what do you want me to do? I'm supposed to put their happiness ahead of my happiness? And that's one thing, everybody, you need to understand this. You have to take responsibility. If you want to be free and have peaceful and take the courage to be who you want, you cannot afford to put your happiness into someone else. Okay? You have to come first. I know you need to be happy first, and then if people around you want to enjoy that with you, that's great. And be with you and accept for who you are and everything else. But when someone is relying on your happiness, their happiness on you being in their presence all the time, or part of the time, that doesn't hold well. Now, obviously, that's a little different story if you're dealing with young children. That could be a little different story because they're not an adult. But so, I'm not sure who told me this, but someone said, don't put your keys to your happiness into someone else's pocket. Okay? Your keys to your happiness belongs to you. And I wasn't taken back by it. I was just kind of, and this is where the big one is guilt. You cannot let guilt come in. And the guilt, that feeling, I'm not saying you won't experience guilt, have the feeling of guilt, but recognize it for what it is. So it's guilt. They're trying, whether the other party is intending to give you guilt trip or not, there's nothing much you can do about it. Whether it's intentional or not, it doesn't really matter. What matters is don't be guilted into anything. And I'm really, and it comes in all forms of guilt. Not just family members, but also friends and maybe business partners and anything else. But do not get guilted into, if you don't do this person's not going to be happy. Or this situation is not going to work out for the rest of us because you're not doing this. Don't do anything out of guilt. I'm not saying you shouldn't do certain things. If you look at the situation of whatever you're in and it aligns with you for who you are and it's going to make you happy and that's what you want to do, yeah, well then do it. But don't do it out of guilt. Do it out of love and appreciation and everything else. And I'm really tired of people trying to tell me what to do. And they throw the guilt into you, or you're not back home at your country, and these people need to see you and everything else. They don't need to see me. We're in an age where we got communication and everything else. And people want me back home in Canada, and they want me to sit there. And everybody knows my situation. I'm big on freedom, and it takes a lot of courage to do what I'm doing over here, and that's what I'm trying to teach people to do, to stand up for you think is the best for you. So people want me to go back to Canada. Okay. I don't know if anybody knows, this is mid-October 2020, and everybody knows what's going on with this virus, lockdowns, not just Canada, US, Australia, Europe, and it's more so in the Western countries than I think there are in Asian countries and or African countries, and you don't hear about that on the news, and that's a big one. People aren't questioning that, but I'm just got off topic for a second. So what am I supposed to do? Go back home? Okay, go back home. Yay, hi everyone, I'm here. Nice to see you, everyone. Okay, nice. Yeah, it's great to see you. It's been a while. Yep. Okay, that lasts for maybe a couple days, maybe a week or two, and then maybe after that you might see them once a week, whatever, and you might see other people, and then what? Those lockdowns. Got the whole mask issue. Businesses are closing, and I don't like to be a pessimist, but I think it's gonna get a little more worse. I just look at the facts, and people are not spending money, so businesses are gonna close more. And then social life. I didn't have much of a social life in Canada because everything is kind of really. It's I don't know. It's a whole topic in itself about why I don't think it's fit for me. Maybe it's fit for someone else. I'm just speaking for my own self. But then what I was saying before is, okay, go back, and then what? Okay, I'm here, and then everybody's gonna say, okay, nice seeing you. Talk to you later. Then what? I got friends here. I got people I see. I enjoy the weather. Don't have to worry about winter. All because some people want to guilt you to come back because they haven't seen you. Meanwhile, they can get on the phone. That's funny, people don't want to talk to you because you're upset because they don't want to see, because they're upset because you're not over there. You're upset and you don't even have the decency even to talk to me if they are upset. I'm not sure, I haven't talked to this person if they're really upset or not. I've just been told by third party. So regardless, if these people over there are really upset with me and they don't have the decency even to talk to me, why would I even want to go back over and come see you? You can't even pick up the phone or text me. Now you want me, because you're mad because I'm not in Canada, now you want me to, you can't text, you can't talk to me, but now you want me to come home to see you? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. So anyway, the theme here is don't get guilted into anything. Nothing. And I'm just tired of it. And I'm not putting up with that crap anymore. People, and that's the thing with you people. If you're learning to be more peaceful, have more peace in your life, and you gotta step and not step up. Avoid the guilt. Avoid the guilt. Look at the guilt in the face. Recognize what it is. I'm not saying you're not gonna feel it. I'm not gonna say that at all, because we all have feelings. You just can't shut them off. But recognize the feeling. Okay, this is guilt. This is guilt coming in. What am I going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? Are you going to recluse back in the corner and do what society or people want you to do? Or are you going to stand up? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm not getting guilted into anything. So don't let guilt come into you. Well, I shouldn't say come into you. Don't let guilt make you make the decisions for you. You need to make the decisions. The feeling of guilt comes in, that's fine. Just recognize it for what it is, and face it face it on, and then okay. And that's what I did. I've seen the guilt, and okay, this is what's happening. Now what I'm going to do? If I was really not that, if I was how can I say it? If I really wanted to cave into that, I would probably look at going back to Canada and going through all the procedures to go through quarantine and everything else, which I don't want to do right at this particular time. So that's what that's what not enough's enough. And if you know, I love the whole family. I love my family, everything else. But if people want to distance themselves from me because I'm not there, okay, well, that's on them. That's not on me. And that's where guilt comes in, where they're going to try to make it feel like it's you, and it's not. Like I said, don't put your keys to your happiness into someone else. So anyway, that's it, the story for today. I'm going to be coming out, maybe another video, a little bit on my other service I'm offering as well, to help people. And actually, I think it's a good service to help you get more courage to do what you need to do. It gets you to have some skin in the game. But anyway, I have my report, lifeoptimizationreport.com. You can check that out. And my book, my ebook. I have that ebook coming out. That's it's out. It is out. Sorry, it's Operate at Your Peak. And also, I talked about my course that I come out to, 4 steps to getting unstuck. And yeah, so that's that. That's there. So anyway, that's how it's going. If you have any questions, email me at courageousrich.com about pricing and ordering. This is nothing here is overly professional as far as the ordering process and everything else, and that will come eventually. But everything in steps. So anyway, this is Richie Rich, and we will talk to you later. Bye for now.